Hello, hello. It's Jacqueline here for our next installment of cooking classes. Are you guys having a fabulous St. Patty's Day? And are you wearing green? I sure hope so. Anyway, today's cooking class, you would almost think that I'm going to make, I don't know, shepherd's pie like everybody else, right? But no, I'm not. You know me, I'm going to think out of the box. Hey, Janice, nice to see you. Anyway, are you wearing green today? Happy St. Patty's Day. Are you drinking beer? Other things that are beautifully green? Who knows? Cocktail hour somewhere? Anyway, today I'm going to do a cooking class featuring one of the items that's in the March Epic Box. I hope everyone has their Epic Box. Do you have your Epic Box yet? Okay, so here's the deal. I just wanted to let you know that the Epic Box is a subscription program that you can purchase. And if you purchase it today, your box will show up the first week of the next month. So I'm gonna show you what's in this. Hey, Linda, good afternoon to you. Happy St. Patty's Day. Hi, Nicole. Okay, so guys, in this box, what we've got are basically 7 different dinners. And you can literally just follow what's on the back of the recipe. But you know me, I never like following instructions, so I'm always going to try to find a different way to use them. So yes, you can use it as is with the recipe on the box, but today I'm going to make something totally different. And it's not Irish. Nope, it's not at all. In fact, today we're going to go to Japan. I know, scary, right? How did I get there? Anyway, so we're going to use our crispy and crunchy coating, and we're going to make, are you ready for this? Okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki. That is like, I don't know, a Japanese pizza, Japanese pancake. I don't know, you decide. So the reason I'm making it, I have modified it so it sort of looks the color of green without food coloring. Gosh, that food coloring stuff is really awful. So anyway, and this is a really frugal meal that you can make, okay? So what the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go get green cabbage. Does this look green? It's anemic. I'm sorry, guys, but you get what you pay for. I was at the grocery store and it was like, well, as close as I can get to green. Anyway, so I'm going to use our 4-in-1 mandolin. And if you don't already have this, let me show you what it is. It's just this slickest slicer and dicer that you could ever have. And it's so easy to use. So the blade that I've got in here today, let me just pop that out. As you can see, easy to pop out. You just stick your finger in and pull it out. But this blade actually has a whole bunch of little mini blades on it. And of course, it's going to slice with this edge here. And what I love versus maybe some of the other ones that I've bought in the past is, oh, I should have showed you, the tangs. Look at their big steel ones. And so it will really grip your food so it's not falling out. And all I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to slice this up. And it's like a plunger. I don't know if you saw that, but on the top, I keep my fingers sort of on there, and that helps you just push it through, okay? And this is making a really fine grate of our cabbage, okay? So you can see it's sliced that really, really, really fine. And this is what I want for the pancake mix. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to put it on my flexible cutting board, little tiny one, love it, right? And I'm going to put this inside our 4-in-1, or sorry, not our 4-in-1, our 4-cup prep bowl. I love these bowls for everything. One of the reasons is it's great for prepping because it actually comes with a lid. You love it? How many do you have? I think I have 6. I use these all the time. I don't know if you watched the cooking class yesterday with our CEO, but she actually made her ramen in it. So talking about a big bowl of soup. Full meal deal, I guess. Okay, so here we go. We've got our cabbage already done. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to have to add some eggs. And so I'm using our other style of prep bowl. These are the 1-cup prep bowls, and you get 4 of them. Goodness sakes, where's my mouth today? St. Patty's Day, and I haven't been drinking yet. This is a scary proposition. So this is our mini whisk. And I love the size of this whisk because it's perfect for doing eggs. I do it for omelets and any little sauces that I might be making. If you're making dip mixes as well, it's great for that. It's a handy little thing to have in the kitchen because if you don't have this little mini whisk, I bet you any amount of money, you're using a fork. And it probably took way longer than it did to incorporate all the eggs like I just did. Okay, so we've got our eggs done. We need to get our frying pan heated, and what we're gonna do is we're just going to, let me make sure I don't have anything on my burner. Crank up the heat here, and we're gonna put a little bit of oil in the bottom of our pan. Now, let me tell you some fun food facts about okonomiyaki. Okay, so I actually was traveling over in Japan pre-COVID, right? And anyway, okonomiyaki actually comes from two regions of Japan, the Hiroshima area, which you're probably very familiar with, but we also have the area by Osaka. And Osaka's like the foodie paradise you can possibly imagine. Like it has absolutely everything there. Now, okonomiyaki is like so popular. It is the dish that you can get. It's like the fast food meal like our hamburgers are. And so you can get it in all different areas, but usually they're served in a large, huge size of your fry pan. They actually do it on a grill. But today, because I want, there's two of us and I don't want to have a huge one, I'm going to make little mini pancakes, not that many, but average size. I'm probably going to put 3 in my pan. And you're going to see how tasty these are. So with the product that's in your Epic box this month, you found the crispy crunchy coating, and we're going to use our really nice scissors. And we'll just cut the package, and you're going to dump the whole package in here. Now, why am I putting this package in? It's a binder, right? It's gluten-free, not breadcrumbs. But what this is made in is rice. It's a rice spreader. It's got some tapioca starch in it, so again, the binder, cornstarch, some potato starch, salt, onion, garlic, smoked paprika, black pepper, and mustard. Gosh, can you see why I love it? Next, we're going to add a little bit of seasoning. And in your package, I'm not going to open this, but you get a little sampling of our 3 onion mix, okay? Now, when you love it that much, you're going to buy it in the jar. Honestly, it's a pantry staple. So I'm going to literally put, I think, a teaspoon. I actually made this last night. And of course, you know me, didn't measure them everything, but loved it. And I'm also going to put in some of our Asian stir fry. This has so many seasonings packed into one jar. It honestly makes sense. This is why you buy Epic here. You don't need to have all those spices sitting in your cupboard just getting old. You buy our product and you use it up really quick and you're good to go. So let me get a little spatula. Okay, and now all we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this. It's gonna be a very dry mix, but once we put our egg in there, you're gonna find that it softens right up. And it's mostly veg. Now, cabbage, as you know, is one of the most amazing products for if you're trying to be on a budget, because cabbage is very inexpensive. Cabbage really came into its limelight when there was blight in the potato industry. So it is sort of Irish after all, right? Okay, so we're just gonna dump our egg in. Get that all out. This is our 3-in-1 spatula, by the way. I love this. You can get it right into the corners, nice and clean. And the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one more item, and then we're going to make our sauce. And my sauce is going to be not the traditional sauce again. It's going to be something a little bit different. Okay, can you see how it's really binding nicely? Fabulous. Last thing I'm going to do, once I get them in the pan, is put some salt and pepper on there, because you know everything in our Epicure product line is low sodium and low sugar. So this is our scoop. This is the larger scoop we have. I love this because literally you can just get perfect portions every time. Just gonna scoop this, and now that I've got this filled, set it into my fry pan. Grab another one here. Looks like I'm gonna be able to do Actually, by the time I flatten it, I think 3 is going to be perfect. So with this recipe, obviously, you can make enough for 6. You're going to take your flipper. Now this, if you're looking for this in the catalog, you're going to find it. It's sold as a set. It's in the utensil set. And honestly, most of our utensils, you're going to find that once you have them in your kitchen, you're going to discover that cooking is so much easier because you've got the tools to make your job easy. Most people hate cooking in the kitchen. So I'm using my flipper here just to flatten it out. And we want to make them fairly thin because we've got to make sure that we're cooking our cabbage, right? So we've got to have it thin enough that it cooks fast. Otherwise, you're just going to have to cook it longer. Spread my oil around a bit. All right, so what else can I tell you about this cool little meal that we're making? Oh, I did mention I was going to put some salt and pepper. I hope you've got these grinders. You know what I love about them is you can adjust the grind by just turning the little knob on the top. So if you want a thicker, coarse pepper, open it up. And if you want a finer grind on your salt, tighten it right down. There we go. Okay, so let me tell you some fun food facts again now about eggs. You notice that they have eggs in here. If you wanted to make this a vegan dish, you could of course use your vegan eggs. But eggs are actually really good for protein. They're like this little superfood. The average, there's no difference between the yolk and the white in terms of how many grams of protein it has, but I'm going to tell you there is a difference in calorie count. The yellow is, of course, got way more calories. When I say way more calories, we're talking 60 in comparison to white, which has approximately 15 calories. So that's why a lot of people do egg whites. It's more the calorie, not the protein. So whatever you do, you're still getting lots of protein. The other thing I'll tell you about eggs is the shell. I know I was at the grocery store the other day and I was trying to help this lady with purchasing eggs, and I ran and grabbed her a little packet. She was in a wheelchair. She sort of said, oh, I wanted white eggs. And I started thinking, what's the difference between white and brown eggs other than the color of the shell? So did you know what it is? Hey, Erica. Hi, April. There is no difference other than, you ready for this? Fun food fact. Did you know chickens have earlobes? Yes, if you look at a chicken's earlobe and it's darker, it's probably going to have a brown shell. And if they've got cute little pearly white earlobes, you're going to have white shells. That's so funny, right? Who knew? Okay, so these are cooking here. I'm just going to give them a flip and then I'm going to concentrate on my sauce. Don't you love how this spatula works? Because it's got a really nice sharp edge. I don't know, have you ever bought those cheap utensils that are made of plastic, and the minute they hit a hot pan, it starts rolling or melting, and now it's not a sharp edge, so every time you try to flip an egg, you're breaking it. It becomes an omelet, right? But this slides just right underneath. Beautiful. And I am just going to turn this down because my pan's going to stay hot for a period of time, so it's going to be just great. Okay, so next, let's talk about the sauce I'm going to make. Now, normally, okonomiyaki, you have a sauce that's made with Worcestershire sauce. Boy, that's hard to say. Did I say it right? Hi, April. Did I say it right, April? Anyway, I do want to let you know, I've got a few friends right on the street that are huge Epicure supporters. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but there is a gluten-free Worcestershire sauce. So if you're looking for this, this is French. And yes, this is 100% gluten-free, and honestly, it tastes fabulous. So because I want to be a little traditional, I am going to use some of this sauce. So I'm going to be putting this in a bullet. Where's my little measuring spoon? Let's grab this again. And I am going to put roughly about 2 teaspoons, which is 2/3 of a tablespoon, right? I want to do the math. Next, I'm going to be adding, oops, and I don't even have it here. I'm going to grab it out of the fridge. A little bit of low-fat yogurt. Here I thought I had everything ready. Of course not. So I'm just gonna roughly put in, oh, I don't know, maybe 1.5 tablespoons. Now, so you get some good fat in here, let's talk about our avocado. So I'm using our ceramic knife. Of course, you know how much I love this. And we're just gonna slice around. Make sure your avocado is nice and green. Hey, St. Patty's Day, there's another green item. Take off the skin here. Twist out my seed. Grab the other one. I mean, of course, this is gonna be a great sauce, right, guys? Anything with avocado, gotta love it. We're gonna grab a little bit of lime. Again, another green thing. So we're using our citrus press. Now, green, of course, that's the one you wanna use. And remember the holes are on the bottom, so make sure you put your lime pointed down. And if you have a huge lime and it's not fitting in there nicely, feel free to put it in the yellow side instead. We're gonna squeeze it inside out. Get some nice juice in there because this is gonna be a citrus avocado, Worcestershire Okonomiyaki sauce. Okay, doctor it up one more thing. Let's get some green onions. Grab my cutting mat again. Or scallions. Do you guys know the difference between green onions and scallions? You can tell, I mean, they're interchangeable more or less, but scallions actually have square sides, like they've got points to the sides. So this is actually a green onion, not scallions. But if you see recipes that say scallions, they're one of the same. Okay, so we've got our green onion here. Oops. Throw it all over the counter, maybe on the floor, because of course I had the cleaning lady in yesterday. That's how it always happens, right? Get our green onion in there. And is there anything else? Oh, last thing I wanted to do is flavoring inside here. Of course, we need some epicure. And because it's Asian, I put the Asian stir fry in here. I'm gonna put the sesame ginger in here because when you do okonomiyaki, the traditional way, they always have ginger in it. And I could have put just plain ginger, but I honestly love this with the sesame in it. So yum, yum. So we'll just put a teaspoon of this in here. And now we're gonna give it a whirl. So ignore the sounds, guys. Was it mayo or yogurt that I used in the dressing? I used yogurt today, or mayonnaise today. But you could use yogurt. Oh, you know what? I just remembered one more thing. I knew there was one more thing I wanted to add to this. Sorry, I got sidetracked, Sandy. Good to see you. If you love or hate cilantro, this is optional, but our family loves it. Dawn and I, honestly, the more cilantro we can get in our meals, the better. So if you love cilantro, put some in. It's going to change the color up immensely, but I love the flavor. So anyway, Sandy, could you hear me when I have the grinder on? I use mayo today, but you could totally use plain yogurt, okay? Totally up to you. Okay. All right, so we've got this done. Let me just, you can see how nice and green it is. Hey, it's St. Patty's Day, right? I'm just gonna go grab a plate and I'm gonna show you how this is served. So now 2 of these will probably be fabulous. You can serve it with a little salad on the side. Remember, we've got our protein in here. We've got our veggies in here. Grab our spatula. Quick, easy meal, very inexpensive. Remember, all my meals are like the frugal feast these days. And what you're going to do is you're going to put a dollop of the sauce, and this is that amazing avocado cilantro, citrus, Worcestershire flavor with a little bit of sesame and ginger. Don't you wish you could come and visit me? And you'll notice I'm putting lots on. That's how good it is. Oh. Honestly, I can put that on anything. Hi, Shella. You might want to try this, especially because I have avocado in here. Anyway, and last, to finish this off, a couple fun things for you guys. Are you ready? Because it's St. Patty's Day, and I really didn't traditionally do an Irish recipe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of something at the end. If you want to top this, you can use our everything bagel on top of it, which is basically sesame seeds to sprinkle on top with some other great products. So it's got chia, sesame seeds, onion, garlic. So lots of flavor there. But I want to talk to you quickly about this. I love saving you guys lots of money. And this Sesame Crunch is on sale in our Lucky sale that's on right now. And this has so much flavor. It's just a sprinkle on. It's good for stir fries, rice bowls, Asian coleslaw, noodles, salads, veggies. It's good to season satay skewers, seafood, sushi, teriyaki, chicken, beef, gyros, and our okonomiyaki. So I'm going to use this. And right now, normally this I think is about $10. It's only, if you can believe it or not, I think $5.95 right now, while supplies last. Some of those things on the product have already flown off the shelves, but I know this one's still there. And here's my little Irish twist. Have you guys heard of edible gold? Well, I'm just going to put a little bit of gold on my dish today, just to make it a little special. So yes, we're going to eat gold tonight. And no, don't ask me if you're thinking what I was thinking. Okay, I'm going to give you one more fun thing to tell you about okonomiyaki. Do you like it? Do you love it? Does it look great? Check it out. Yum. Oh, I want to just quickly tell you a little bit more about Osaka. Another thing that you're going to find is when they do okonomiyaki, they use seasoned mayonnaise. So once you've decided you don't want to use avocado, if you wanted to do it more traditional, you're going to use seasoned mayonnaise. And feel free to season any of our seasonings in mayonnaise to make it super, super tasty. So guys, that's my cooking class. Gosh, it didn't take us very long to make this. It is absolutely delicious. Proof's in the pudding. Yes, I'm eating gold. Here we go. I better not have that big of a piece. I won't be able to say goodbye to you guys. Yum. Absolutely delicious. Okay, guys? So enjoy. Have a fabulous St. Patty's Day. Don't drink too much green stuff. And I will see you all back here next Thursday. Take care. Bye for now. Great to see you, Lori, Anna, Shella.